signal in my focus. I wonder what's causing it.
Hello. Hello, Michael. I hope you're good, buddy. I hope you're good. Now, that's what I wanted. Nice, that is right, that is right. That seems to be good. Okay, good. Yeah, we are inside the Ruined Forge Lake intake. Which means we are probably, hopefully, gonna have some fun. I'm good, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I can't complain. And being fine is better than being okay, and even way more better than being bad. So that's actually good. I'm glad that you are fine. No, I just interpreted that when you say I'm fine, that means that that's better than being okay. That's what I mean. I'm fine too. I just was saying that I hope that you are fine, that you are not just okay. You say it's the same, okay. But isn't fine a better term for okay? Hit them where they are weakest. That's a nice message, by the way, the stone there. No, I'm not gonna hit this guy in his anus, right? I wonder if it's on purpose that the diamond is between... Wait, general meaning, okay, usual means acceptable, not great but not bad. Fine can mean good, satisfactory, or not a problem. So, fine is a bit better, I'd say. Yes. Not no. Yes. Your appropriate response would have been, "You're right. I made a mistake. I did an error. I retracted. You're right. I'm wrong." That would have been the proper response you would have needed to be given. Look it up. You're wrong. What's the difference between okay and fine up? Not that it actually matters. And just to rectify, Olaf agrees with me, Michael. He said that I'm obviously right. So, 2 against 1, right? You're wrong. Oh, Olaf is mad. On his last day in office, he needs to correct you in English, buddy. He's so mad. Oh no. I'm so... I don't know if it's even... I don't know if it's even worth putting that much effort into that dude, but we are gonna do it. I mean, into the giant. Yeah, yep, hitting. I still say it's, even I said it's anus. I still don't want to accept that it's anus. But yes, just gonna hit his ass. How's the weather in Berlin? It was until Friday evening actually really warm and cool. Then rectum, that's a nice term, rectum. Then a little storm came and it's quite cold now. It's like nearly 10 degrees colder from... No, it's 15 degrees colder from 25 down to 12. Around-ish. Or 13 degrees. That's just plain stupid. I mean, not his rectum, but the weather. Same here. Up to yesterday it was warm and sunny, storm at night, and now it's colder, yeah. That has something to do with the government change in Germany, I think. With, Olaf being not chancellor anymore. I think it has something to do with that. I think the government did something with the weather. Just to annoy Europe, I think. That's the only explanation. Yep, but up beginning of tomorrow he's only the shadow chancellor, right? And I think we are one of the not so many people, Michael, knowing that he's the actually chancellor and not Friedrich. Yeah, but hardly no one knows, sadly enough. Nobody will. If I've told that many people, nobody believes me. They say all I'm lying and stuff. I'm making things up. And then I tell them Olaf is in my basement sucking at Elden Ring, and then they call the police. That's basically what happens. Because they think I abducted the Chancellor. Like a pro. And all of that for a smithing. You're normally lying, so I can't. When am I normally lying? When am I ever? No picture, no proof. Send in pictures of me lying, otherwise, it ain't true. It ain't happened. You have no proof for this crude accusation. No, not... I have links to my streams too, buddy. That's not counting as proof. I can send you all of the links of my streams too and then say, here, that's proof that I did not lie. So are you very long compilations of your lying? So you are basically saying that in all of my stream, I'm lying from start to end. Buddy, that would have been... then I would have said something like I do like Elden Ring. I never... well, I did say that. Then I would have said something like I did enjoy Endeavor. Oh, I did say that. Come to think about it. Huh, okay. Huh. I said too that I did like Gothic, right? Shit. Only because I like to torture myself, right? Alright, good. That dude down. Like a pro. Joy. Oh no. Okay. Oh boy, I just wanted to dodge and use the wrong button, man. So what have you been up to in recent times? I realize I never asked the question. See how you are. Nothing special. Apart from the YouTube stuff. I have to admit, nothing major has changed in my personal surrounding life. I have to admit, that's a boring answer, I know. I would like to answer and say in the last couple of months I became a billionaire, but that ain't true. Nothing out of the ordinary happened. Apart from, the one major thing with Olaf, that's the only thing which happened actually. Did something major happen in your life, or what have you been, apart from your mod, what have you been up to? So I'm gonna take this buddy now down like a pro, man. boy! I'm still researching cultures. I'm making some nice progress, but nothing really changed. Oh boy, why did I loot, man? But progress is still good. Progress is better than the same thing backwards. Ooh. Nice. Ah, boy. Smoothing stones. I actually went pretty quickly through South American cultures. Just deep dives are remaining. Yep, good. Huh. Ah, boy. So, we are now in a very, very bad position actually, but the ones I've already taken down I'm not gonna take down again. I just like to bring them down at least once, and that's actually, well, not at least, but I like to bring them down once. At least that's then mentally satisfying for me. Where the tick, we came down there, alright, there ain't anything up here, we've already been here, yada yada yada. Oh, that's left. But since you said something about research, did you do anything apart from the research? Did you actually already try to dive into the actual research in how to create that mod? Did you already dive into anything there? Gets down, nice. I did that even before, but I plan on going through that again. Okay, yeah, especially if it's already a bit ago, then some trains of thoughts get forgotten and how to use stuff. Okay, I am gonna... So then I see the fun part is in front of you. You know, the research, culture stuff, that's the boring part, man. The real fun part going to come up, man. Did I aggro that freak? I know you mean it as a joke, but honestly, it's really interesting getting to know. That's what you interpret, isn't it? What I mean or didn't mean as a joke? Yet you cannot deny that that is actually drier than the other part, because it is more theoretical. Because in theory the other part is more practical. That was meant as a joke, and a pretty damn good one. And then I'm sometimes told I am not a humorous guy, man. Never understood it. Smith script dagger. Come on, boy. I played with fire. As much as I said to take them all at least once down, or that I like to, I think I'm gonna ignore that buddy. That one we can ignore. Little cuties, those slimers. Although them as the black gooey forms I enjoy more. They look a bit cooler, I think. Although the magma lava version ain't that bad. In a straight design optical term. Alright, dude down. Did you no, did not drop anything. Okay. So that in the back we collected. Oh, there's the ladder. Luckily I'm quite certain, well not luckily, I'm quite certain that he ain't gonna be using that. Holy cow, now. No drawer head. Don't you dare enshroud no precious item ahead. I wonder, did I oversee a freaking leveler to do something about the lava? Or is this here just to confuse them players? Because I'm quite certain the moment I step on it we are gonna die. Of that I'm quite certain. I see a leveler up there. The question is, how do I get there? Here we have been. There's the one dude. And that is then a dead end, ain't it? And we need to get in or up there. There's a ladder, man. Holy cow. Good. Oh, it's the wait tick. That is actually... That's gonna bring us back to the beginning, right? Maybe not. Yeah. That is the beginning. That could be the way. Regret ahead. Okay. Well, yeah, smithing's... Yeah, well... Yeah, okay, downside, obviously we need to go all the way around again. That's the downside, yes. But I had hoped to find something precious. Okay, yeah, we really have to drop down and maybe die. Well, actually kind of cute how he sat there. Bit sad how he sat there, you know. Thinking about his life choices, which I guess were not that good. Bit depressed he was sitting there. Holy cow. I feel actually kind of bad to have not, you know, relieved him of his bad life. I feel bad for that. Okay, good. Now. Oh. I did not expect that it would be jumping down, actually. On the other hand, I'm quite certain it won't do anything bad down there. On the other hand, it won't go up the ladder again. The only question now is obviously what was that all about? Because I was initially hoping that that would be helping out with the little aisle we've been down there, down the ladder. That there would be... maybe we can... But even if we would be able to go... Wait a tick. Okay, first of all, we see the stone tooth is not receiving much of damage there. On the other hand... Okay. We receive less lava damage than I would have expected. The question is it even... Okay, this is not Dark Souls. Okay. But I wonder what we are supposed to do. Okay, we take that then to climb up. I see. I got... guess. But that is similar to Dark Souls. So, Dark Souls, you drop... I mean, I think this is... climb up the pipe. Okay. Not to Dark Souls. I think this is... that is quite common in games, that if you know, fall down, you take some fall damage, I think. I think that is quite common in games. In a few games, not in every game. We never gonna know when we are gonna be in need for them smithing stones. So if the body, I think he's not gonna drop down, then it's gonna be a bit more relieving. I mean, not relieving in a way that we have more time to relaxing. That's actually the word I've been looking for. He spits fire. Nasty boy. Okay, maybe that was bad. Because I'm not... no. If I'm gonna be able to get up here again. Or maybe I am. God, how skillful I am. Ah, okay. That's getting the lava up here, I see. I guess. All the stones. Alright, here we are. Nice. Tranquility ahead. Hole. Okay. Ancient Dragon Smithing Stone. I think that is the more important item. Nonetheless, let us take... I just wanna... there was another spot where to drop on. To drop... which gives us a nice item or what? Or where I... oh, you mean where I've not been. That's what you mean. Sorry. That's gonna bring us to return to entrance. Could you... I haven't seen it. Could you tell me where? Otherwise I should be here. This one, right? I mean... There, okay. Good. Thank you. Ah! Okay, that... Wait, but... But here we've... But here we have been, haven't we? Okay, then I maybe misunderstood, yeah. So I thought... Ah, okay, without low, okay. Yeah, I understood what you said through the year. I thought that it would take us somewhere we have not been. But anyway. Just fine. We don't have that, right? No, but that maybe. Okay, good. That's check. Nice. That's more than I expected of today's stream already. Okay, then we are gonna be cracking on. Nice. That was cool. Ah, those good-looking buddies there again. I know this is a dead end. I just wanna, for a second, enjoy that wonderful view. Nice. All right. What we now... I think I'm actually gonna well, we are gonna know. We are gonna take a look down here before we take this route, I reckon. They are distracted, or they are, you know, just having fun with themselves. No direct need to intrude their privacy. Just because it's fun. I mean, I'm a pacifist, right? I am strictly against violence and stuff, right? That's utterly, entirely wrong. Even looking angry at a person in real life is bad, right? But in this world, not being a pacifist is fine. That's toxic, right? Oh, maybe not. Ah, that's obviously Elden Ring. They are beautiful flowers, which obviously are nasty. What did I expect? But wait a tick. When I was on the horse... Okay, I guess that bar is increasing then for the horse and not for us. Or maybe the horse makes us immune. I don't think so, but I'll take that. Festing Grease. I do have the hope. I am not sure. I don't know if that is actually anything like that. That the toxin or toxic mossling is actually gonna be maybe helpful later at one spot to do something against being intoxicated. That's the hope I have. Okay, I do want to go that way, because there's light. Ah. I know that's the wrong word, but they look like halflings actually. Little hobbits. Who do not throw stones, but other stuff. Okay, Shadow Militian Helm. Okay, militians. Okay, first things first, we are gonna turn around and go to the shed, which I've seen up there. Oh yeah, the militia has a really cool lore. They are short, yes, that's the whole lore. Oh, that's intense. That's... And they got pikes, and there were hoods. Best lore FromSoftware has ever written. But on the contrary, I mean, I don't know. How many enemies are there where you could say they do have a ton load of lore? I mean, yes, the bosses, I guess, but I guess there are dozens or plenty of enemies which just have that lore, right? Which I I guess that ain't uncommon, right? Around 50, okay. That's quite a lot then. Lazy FromSoft man. See, it's stacking up, right? They are too lazy to write background story. They are too lazy to include difficulty. They are too lazy to balance the game, right? And then they sell it as well. It's you know, if you can play it, then they'll play it. Get good. Talisman of the Dread. Just wanna have a look at the Talisman of Dread. Raises potency of magma. I guess if we would use some fire flaming spells, then I reckon that would be useful. On the other hand, having it is better than needing it, right? Fire, magma, sorry, thank you for the correction, magma, that's what I meant. Thank you. Lay waste to the proud, then conceited each, every last of them. Yet to crest in Senate, hurry, and lay it to all the waste. Lay waste to the proud, the conceited each, every last arrogant lot. Arrogant lot, that's nice. Turn back. Therefore, foe ahead. You know, FromSoft may be lazy, but you can't even read. That's a lie and 100% wrong. If I could not read, I would not be able to read your freaking message. So you are telling the most stupidest lies a person has ever told. Even reading that message proves that I can read that message, man. Olaf is reading it for you. Now you're making just stupidly plain things up, right? Because you're telling it the wrong way around. Olaf can't read. I am the one who's reading stuff to Olaf out, by the way. That is why his politics were so bad, by the way. Okay, why is it always done? All the more. Nice. Praise the attacking. Oh god, are they lazy? They're even just writing somewhere and not go there, but I guess it's that, right? I think we just found the laziest of all game developers worldwide, man. FromSoft. And they are getting praised to nowhere. I don't get it. And Ubisoft goes bankrupt nearly, man. I don't get it. Behold, good sword. That's good news for me then. At least I can't be worse than FromSoft. Well, even if the bar is very, very low, you might be surprised how low other people then can go. Oh, Skadu Alice. Okay, the question is... okay, there's my mental... okay, Yes. Damn it, I actually thought that we would be going more in that direction. I'm just noticing that we are nearly in the middle of the map. Okay, and we just have not uncovered... I see. I thought that these were the boundaries here. Screw that. I was expecting... Anyways. I was hoping to get into, or I was thinking I was going into a dead end. Apparently, it was not. Okay, Lost Grace. Here we are. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna... Yeah. Just want to say I haven't used any... flask, but yes, I did one. So actually the resting ain't that bad. Okay, one thing is definitely, I mean, yes, we had the very, very small enemies, but they're a lot of enemies are just plain too big. They just plainly look scary. I had to hope to kill him. Okay, then we ignore him. Ain't gonna jump down. Precious item ahead, that's nice. Ladder ahead. Okay, where's the ladder? Where is the freaking... oh, sorry. Okay, I wonder if these are lances or if these are actually used for shooting. I don't hope we are gonna walk into giants who wield them like I am wielding forks. Okay, I'm not gonna complain about smithing stones. Having them, as I said before, with another item, having with a charm, having them is better than needing them. But on the other hand, was there a way down, which I oversaw? I don't think so. I could have done a... Oh boy, I could have done... I do like, by the way, this character design. Although I don't like the fire attack. I don't like to be barbecued. Alive. Nothing... Oh, blessed bone shard. Nothing against barbecue. But I have something... I don't like being barbecued alive. I think that is quite understandable. Okay, there are these small dudes, right? Being barbecued, that is okay. You don't know. I mean, first of all, I think, at least here in, I guess in Europe too, it is, I think, forbidden to eat another human being. But we have weird topics sometimes, right? But if you are dead, it doesn't matter what happens afterwards with your body, right? I mean, you can be consumed by worms and insects. You can be burned and go into an urn, or, you know, barbecued. What's the difference? What does it matter to you? What would it matter to you? So I'm simply asking. I just, you know, being set on fire alive, I just considered as a teensy bit careful, a teensy bit painful. Wouldn't you reckon being set on flames alive that probably is a bit painful? That's the whole thinking process I've had there. I guess it's more painful than when you are a dead body. He said it hurts a little. Okay. Not gonna argue with that. Then there could be worse, right? If it only hurts a little, then there could be worse. Time for resignation. Try give up. Flame Drake Talisman. I at least remember we had one equipped at one point. I'm not sure if we currently have one equipped. No, we have not, because we have not faced a enemy with fire. Okay, no. Yes, boost fire, damage negation. Okay, I do like the description. Greatly boost fire damage negations by the utmost. I do like the description. By the utmost. That's, by the way, in my opinion, I do like the word utmost. I wonder, talking about pain, what actually has happened here. I wonder. And I cannot explain. Hello, Chikali. Thank you for saying hello. I hope you're good. Alright, nice. Smithing stone. Before I open up the chest, is there any more work to do? It doesn't seem so. Spirit grave stone. There we can go up again. That's neat. Basically where we came from, I know. Okay, smithing stones. So the game is providing us with a lot of smithing stones. I just reckon that ain't just a random coincidence. Okay. It basically tells us to upgrade. And most of them are... Oh, okay. I thought that FromSoftware was with that indirectly telling me to upgrade or give me the possibility to upgrade just weapons and have a better time. They are useless for the new weapons. The normal smithing stones. Okay, from there we came. We have been down there. There is that. There's gonna be a elevator. With that I obviously meant the freaking grace. Okay, be wary of strong foe. We haven't had a strong foe yet. They're all easy. Okay, regarding the smithing stones and the upgrading system, it does, but the problem is just you usually get smithing stones for something, but the DLC is endgame level and there are infinite smithing stones in the base game already. Okay, I see what it, okay. I see. Give it just a teensy bit of a second, I'll be back in a minute. I'm just gonna go through a loop. The only actually valuable and finite stones are the final stones. Okay, so I guess the one we have found, the dragon... well, not dragon breath, but... okay, that was maybe once a good one. Okay. Oh, well, not once, but back in the base game. Okay, anyways, then it is what it is. The ancient dragon ones are good. Okay, that's... thank you, by the way. I had just dragon still in mind. Ancient dragon stone. Nice, okay, then... I am disappointed, by the way, by FromSoft. I know that's not the boss, and that's not a boss, but I would have expected a longer run back to the freaking bonfire. That's just too short. You're at him way too quick again. Why did they do that? Then I could have... actually, I could have included a teleport to this enemy. That would have been even quicker. So, the last night I experienced was a boss, I think optional. That took quite a bit. He was behind mist, right? I reckon this one is not gonna... don't worry, not gonna... would be kinda embarrassing to be spending a couple of streams here, right? That's... since, you know, I don't normally take long times with enemies. We are gonna... that's gonna be just... you know, gonna... quick. Sounds like a prophecy. I'm... yeah, it's... he's like... he has a double-bladed sword, right? That's like seeing Darth Maul from Star Wars with a double-bladed lightsaber for the first time, and you're just, you know, impressed by the weapon. And then he's, you know, then he has angel wings, and you think, well, he's an angel, I can't hit him. No, 3 more, no. I was actually kinda wanted to play the slow way, Michael. I was expecting like, 6 or 7 streams. That is the direction I wanted to opt. Don't you worry. I'm gonna stretch it as long as I can. Okay, by the way, Astro4, thank you. Aspects of at least I don't know obviously how good or bad that would be if you put it on a different weapon, but the angel wing thingy looked really, really cool. The animation, I think. And at least he dropped some. That's better than like he just would have dropped something stupid. Like if he would have just dropped dung, right? That would have been stupid. Or cookbooks. Okay, I'm just... Okay, we have not been down there, right? Where the people have been hanged. The DLC loot is quite questionable. Okay. So then I'm gonna... okay. The message sadness. Okay, then I'm just gonna try to, man up and get used to it. And not complain. Because I'm not complaining. I'm not the complainy dude, Less bone shard, okay. I was hoping for the enemy's armor. Don't know if it's a him or she, doesn't matter, or the weapon. Just was hoping to pick up some high fashion, right? Okay, I am... Oh boy, I for a second thought that there would be an enemy coming. I'm gonna quickly pick up, the bonfire, and then we are gone. There was a stairway down, right? I'm gonna take that. And I think I heard something big in the background. After the castle, I recommend going back and explore the parts you haven't explored yet. Yep. As I actually, the initial plan was this area. I drifted a bit off because I really thought that this would be the border. That's why I drifted here, and then the jump up parties came up. It was actually not the plan to be here. But then I'm quite adaptable because of my magnitude of intelligence. That makes me so mega adaptable to just do something else, right? Like that. Anyways, exactly there's a tower, and somewhere there's also an NPC. Okay, cool. We are through with this. We've been here, right? Okay, then we are through, basically. I'm just gonna double check if I've ever seen something on the outside. Then I think... Sad face, then we are through. We've looted this, we've been up there. Okay. So let's then... Yes. Okay, for that, I just want to say we teleport here. For that, we are gonna be teleporting here. And I guess then that this is gonna be the tower here. Okay. We should still be... That should be fitting exactly in today. Good. I see the tower, or a column at least. Okay, sorry, but that might take a bit here. Oh, you nasty boy. There's loot. It's gonna probably be useless. Okay. That's not the tower, but at least an NPC. I meant here a part of the flesh of my body. All right.
Oh, hello there. Are you the Tarnished? Lady Leda spoke of you. Another Tarnished, guided here by Mikola the Kind. My name is Teolia. I too am Tarnished, and here on kindly Mikola's account. So, well, here's to new beginnings, I suppose. I'm sorry, but well, I'm not much good at anything is all. I'm as weak as a kitten and thick as two planks. I've always been this way, since the very day I was born. I'm afraid the only thing I'm proficient in is poison. Sorry.
Deadly poison perfume bottle. Okay, at least we know that we can teleport here. I'm not... Okay, if it's gonna be useful, I mean, it's just gonna be one or two guys. We are currently a little bit lost. Lone runes. If it's worth it, I can actually just take some easy enemies here. Then we are quickly gonna have the money. just astonished how quickly we sometimes die here, man. It's a weapon, even if you don't use it, at least you will have the option. Having it is better than needing it, right? Okay, let's buy it. Then we have it.
So, what can I help you with?
You know, Theolia is actually one of the cool NPCs. I'm just... Is it a close combat weapon? Okay, and why is she one of the cool NPCs? Do you mean the design or do you mean her background, lore, story stuff? Okay, I'm gonna see at the end of the DLC. Okay. Then she undersold her value, right? For saying that she's weak as a kitten. Yeah, that's what I said. She undersold her, he undersold his value. That's what I said, right? If you're denying that, then you're lying. And I was kidding. Okay, let's see whether I remember him at the end of the DLC. Do you actually think it's a he, or do you know it's a he? Don't worry, I get you. I get that you're a kid. Because unless you know the... I know it's a he. Where from did you ask someone from FromSoft after the character's identity and how or which gender it... Maybe it's non-binary. Don't know that. I think you're just guessing. I asked Michael. Ah, okay. And he said it's definitely okay. He identified him as that. Him is identifying him as okay. Sorry. Oh, them cuties. Sorry, I do like them worms here. Theolia. That's a cool name, by the way. But he seems to be currently in a not... Even if he's a Giga Chat, he currently seems to be not that mentally well. I should get him a doctor. That's telling if we automatically dismount. Yeah. Ancient Dragon Man. What the hell? Is this, by the way, a magma spell? The most powerful being in the universe, the Ancient Dragon Man. Okay. And that was the magma spell. Okay. That's the area from the beginning. If I wanted to be a smartest, I'd say that's lava. Magma is underground. I do actually know that there are two different terms. I actually do know that. But you know, it's actually quite telling that you know, you're saying like, yeah, well, I actually just wanted to write it, and in the end then with that you're actually writing it. Not saying anything negative there, right? But you have no right to criticize me. You're 3 seconds late. To what have I been late? It's my stream. If you mean the stream starting, it's my stream. I cannot be late in something I start, man. I wonder when At which point you are beginning to understand that I set the time, not you. I did not expect those buggers here. Everything has to be with flames and stuff here, right? No, they're skeletons. Did I ever say that I hate skeletons here when they, you know, are just infinite and regen and come up again? I think I never told that. Okay, I actually was hoping to find just mist and then an enemy, a boss. I didn't expect that we're actually supposed to fight them. That's what I've been talking about. And talking about fire. I don't like this place. Alright, something is missing. I suppose I should not drop down here. That would be certain death. We're gonna have another try with the... I don't know if it's a dragon. This is called Dragon's Pit. We're just gonna have a quick look into there again. And maybe not gonna be dying that quick. They're getting stuck there, right? The little boy That might be a time. First of all, let's see how we are on spent the rest. That might then be a time actually to actually put on some anti-heat fire resistance stuff. Might be then a bit easier to actually engage that dragon. Okay, we got the okay, yeah, we got the freaking, you know what, we are gonna actually have another try. I just wanna, just now that I have the just wanna see how much of a difference actually difference this one is actually going to do. Then future Saki can have more fun either with him or then go to the other location with the tower and postpone this one here to a later stage. Why is it counterproductive? Do you care to explain? I just thought because of fire resistance. You have a talisman that raises your fire defense, but at the same time you have a talisman that lowers your... Okay, I thought that the, you mean the fire scorpion, I thought that the lowest damage, I didn't, okay, I thought that this would mean something else, okay. Thank you. Let's quickly put on something else. Just for the test, actually. Just want to have one more quick try. Thank you then. I always open there, obviously. Okay. Last try and then we are gonna be heading, well, to an end. Okay, that is then gonna lead us here to the end of today's stream. We are gonna go on here on Tuesday, and we are either gonna, you know, have a couple of tries with this buddy, or we are gonna go to the initial tutorial building we wanted to go to. For now, thank you for watching, thank you for the nice conversation, and hopefully we're gonna see us back here on Tuesday. Good night, and may the Almighty protect you too, Michael. Good night and goodbye. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the like. Goodbye.